We're on the record in cause number 326766, State of Texas versus Sandra Stewart. Ms. Stewart, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Stewart, would you please raise your, okay, Ms. Stewart, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? Ms. Stewart, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Stewart?
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Stewart, the information states that on or about January 4th of 2020, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, you were charged with the Class A misdemeanor offense of resisting arrest, search, transportation. Ms. Stewart, do you understand what you've been charged with?
I do.
And to this charge, Ms. Stewart, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Stewart, I have before me what has been marked as State's Exhibit number 1 is the titled the misdemeanor plea admonishment. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials at the bottom on the line that says nola contendere, which means no contest. Are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
I have another document here. This document is titled the Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. And at the bottom of this document, above the line that says defendant, there's a signature. Is that your signature?
In this appeal, yes, sir.
I have 2 boxes that have been checked. The first box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Number 1 right of appeal.
Yeah, in this case, it states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Do I understand that I have no right to appeal it again?
You have no rights to appeal this case because this is a plea bargain case. Do you understand that?
Oh, okay, yes, sir.
And also the next box states that you are waiving, which means you are giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
There's a document before you that is titled Discovery Certification. And did you, there above the line that says defendant, is that your signature?
Oh, yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing that document and the documents on these tablets, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, again.
And you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, I did.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
The documents to my knowledge and my signature are true to my knowledge. Yes, sir.
So everything is true and correct in these documents, is that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Now, State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. Would you like to offer State's Exhibit number 1?
Yes, Your Honor, and we'd also like to offer State's Exhibit 2, that's the PC affidavit in this case.
Mr. McIntosh, do you have any objections to State's Exhibit number 1 and 2 being offered?
No, Judge.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit 1 and 2 will be admitted. Mr. McIntosh, you've advised and counseled Ms. Stewart. Is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, there isn't.
Ms. Stewart, your attorney, Mr. McIntosh, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Stewart, I will accept your plea. Hold on.
No, Katandre. Abraham,
You already passed that.
somebody.
Okay, Ms. Stewart. Refresh it. Okay, Ms. Stewart, I will accept your plea of no contest I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. And I will also find that your plea of no contest and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, and it's for 51 days in the county jail, credit for time served, and tax and retire of the court cost.
Stewart, the state is offering that you serve 51 days in the Jefferson County Jail on this case. However, you would not have to serve any more time in jail on this case because you've already served 51 days. Therefore, you will be given credit for time served. If you owe any court costs, you will not have to pay that court cost either because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, your court costs will be taxed and retired. Ms. Stewart, do you understand the state's offer?
A plea bargain agreement of 51 day time served, tax paid, or court cost paid.
That's correct. Do you understand that?
Correct.
And do you think that the state's offer is fair and just?
Judge,
And do you accept the state's offer?
I accept.
Okay. Ms. Stewart, I will follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Please follow the bailiff